Yeah. Well, yeah, I checked the link you said a little. I only like looked at like the first five questions. They do get harder. They do get
They
harder.
do. I know. I was like, some of those, I was like, I don't even know if I know these. So let me see if I open it. Where is this thing? Oh man, wait. Where did I put it? Did I lose the? Oh, I thought I had the tab open. Now I gotta find it again. There it is. Okay. The ultimate Lord of the Rings trivia quiz. Oh boy.
Yeah. Wait, what are we gonna do? Are we like
Well,
competing, or are we trying to like just like get it right?
um,
I mean, you're gonna beat me. Like, there's no way.
they're
There's
gonna
no way.
beat you. Come on, come on. You sell yourself short. Um,
No, I mean, you've read like all the books. I stopped halfway through the Two Towers. I just read Hobbit in the first book.
I mean, that's
It's
pretty.
something. It's
Well,
something.
you got
Uh,
farther than some people do.
yeah, yeah.
My one friend, like, he said he couldn't even get through fellowship. So, like,
Okay.
give props for that. That's a worthy feat. Um, so I guess yeah, if we just what I'm curious though is like, does it mix up the so like if we click start, right? Do you have the link open?
What do you mean?
Do you have the thing open right now? Like the
No, I have you open right now, like the Zoom. But
oh, okay.
like,
So if
thing is,
I
I'm on my phone.
okay. So if I let's see if I share this.
I don't know if that's the problem.
Can you access do you have like do you have a laptop or something that you could use to look at the thing? Because I could share this, maybe.
Let's see if we can get it here. Okay, I mean, you're there. You're there. Like, I can still see you. I can
Yeah.
still talk. Okay, let's see. I think, yeah, I'm in the test. It's saying, what race is Gollum?
Okay, so if I click start, then what's the okay? So that okay, so we have the same questions. That's what I was wondering. I was like, if I open it, will it mix it up, and then we have different questions? But it seems like it's giving us
Okay.
both. So Gollum is. This is like deceptive. This is a deceptive question, I think, because Gollum isn't exactly a hobbit. Like they say that he was similar to a hobbit, but he was like one of the river folk or something. But it's
Okay.
never explicitly so it's like it's almost like a trick question, but he's none of the other things they listed. So I feel like we're supposed to say Hobbit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I think that's what I'm gonna go with on that.
I mean, yeah, I had this idea like of like this small guy. I don't know if he's a hobbit though. Like, he was some small human. Of course, humans also there. Yeah,
Right.
it's hobbit. It's hobbit. It's hobbit.
Yeah, we're going with Hobbit. Which character chose Bilbo Baggins as the burglar to join in the adventure to the Lonely Mountain? Well, that one's pretty easy, isn't it?
Gotta be Gandalf, right?
Yeah, it's Gandalf.
Uh,
Um, okay, who heroically perished in Amon Hen from the Fellowship of the Ring?
where is Avenhen? Can't
So
remember.
Amon Hen is where they travel after Lothlorien. So that's after they see Galadriel, and then they,
Oh, okay. Well, then it's got to be Boromir.
yeah.
Gotta be. Oh,
Smaug is okay. I love this. Is Smaug is a question mark man-eating spider, giant eagle that speaks the tongues of men, or a powerful and dreadful wolf? It's like oh, my money's on the powerful and dreadful wolf.
oh yeah.
Okay. All right, we both know that one.
Giant eagle speaks the tongues of men. I mean, it's trying to be confusing. It's trying to be confusing, definitely.
It's trying to confuse people who know nothing.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, fire breathing dragon. Gotta be.
Okay, so whose silhouette is shown in this picture?
Man, this is like the Pokemon. I don't know if you ever saw.
Oh yeah, yeah, I think I have seen it. It's like a
Uh,
Pokemon thing. Whose silhouette?
and like, it would just be like, oh man, there's like some really dirty ones. There's some really dirty ones. Like, it's not like official, but like, yeah. I don't know. I have to send it to you.
I do want to see
Like, there's definitely some really dirty
Pokemon.
ones.
What are the rings?
Uh,
It'd be funny.
it's
I'm
gotta
pretty sure
be,
that's Aragorn.
yeah. Thorin. It's not Thorin.
No, it would be between Aragorn and Thorin, but he's too tall to be a dwarf.
Yeah, I think so. So it's Aragorn.
Yeah, it's gonna be Aragorn.
Where was the One Ring Force? I think here I just quit.
You quit?
No, no. It's just I feel like this is it like seems obvious, but like it could be deceptive.
It
Because
could
like
be, yeah. Mirkwood Dale.
I
It's
know
not Mirkwood or Dale, but it's like with shadowy spring. It's like I guess that's kind of what Mount Doom is, but
Mount Doom.
like
But was it forged in Mount Doom?
I think it was right because that's what they say is it has to be cast into the fire from whence it came, which implies
Oh,
it was
okay, okay.
forged there.
That
So
makes
I'm
sense. That makes
sure
sense.
it's Doom. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um.
Mount Doom
Okay.
it
The
is.
next one is weird because of his father's bias. The relationship between Boromir and Faramir was very bad. I don't
Bias.
think that's true. Like Faramir's relationship with his father was bad, but his relationship with Boromir wasn't bad.
Wait, who's Faramir? I forgot.
Faramir is Boromir's brother.
Oh, okay.
And the way that they present it, at least in the films, is like Boromir and Faramir actually did have a positive relationship, but their father was like obviously terrible towards Faramir. Like that was his whole thing was he was like whatever giving preferential treatment to Boromir the whole time, and was like
Oh,
Faramir sucks. Like there's all
oh,
those memes that are like, oh, if only you were more like Boromir. Whatever. That's like, I think I'm gonna
false.
say it's false, yeah, because I don't think their relationship was bad. Um,
It's trying to confuse. Like this is where I would just like get confused. Okay, yeah,
Despite many
false then.
differences between elves and dwarves, Legolas the elf and Gimli the dwarf struck up a great friendship. I mean, yeah, I think that's true.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's got to be true.
Where was the Fellowship of the Ring formed? Do you know this one?
Yeah, Rivendell.
Rivendell, yeah.
Gotta be.
What was Samwise Gamgee's occupation? I think we both know this one.
Gardener. Is
Yeah,
it?
yeah, he was a guard.
Driver. What would they drive? Horses?
Yeah, I guess a horse and cart or something.
Not cars. If only there were cars though.
Yeah, they could have just driven. One does not drive into Mordor, don't you know?
Just drive to Mordor.
Just drive right in there.
It's got to be Gardner. How many
Yeah.
rings of power were made for men? I'm thinking 11 or 9. It's
It
like
was
the
nine,
most,
right? Because
right?
the Nazgul are the nine men that were corrupted, and there's nine of them, right? The nine because there's
Right.
the poem, right? The um, what is it? The one ring to rule them all, one ring to bind them. Like so, the men, yeah, it was like nine for mortal men doomed to die. So it
I
would
mean,
have to be
but like how many dwarves? Like it was like 3 for elves. Like I
seven,
don't know,
seven for the
7
dwarf
for
lords and
dwarves,
their homes of stone. Yeah, so there's
and
seven for
then
the lords and then nine for men.
and 9 for men.
Yeah,
Okay, 9 for men then.
that's gotta be it. Who is the leader of the White Council? I
Saruman the White.
Yeah, I believe it was Saruman, right? Because he was the greatest of all wizards, quote unquote. What was the duty of the Ents? Protect forests from harm. That's the only thing that seems to fit here.
Yeah, not to serve Morgoth. Definitely not.
Definitely, I don't think they wanted to serve Morgoth. That was not on their resume. They weren't a big fan of that guy. Yeah, protect forests from harm.
Yeah, protect forests from harm.
Okay. Now this one is fucking okay. What is this? So like the Battle of
Multiple. Yeah, this
Moran.
one's like the
Okay,
opposing sides in the Battle of the Moran. I don't even know what that battle is.
okay. Well, let's like cheat a little bit because I kind of want to know what that is. Is it like that's got to be like a battle prior to the Second Age or something? Because that wasn't the battle that resulted in like Sauron getting defeated, right? That was like the War of the Ring or something. Like what was
Yeah. Well, I don't know the names of the battles.
right? But I don't even know what that one. Oh, okay. So it was the Battle of Morannon was the okay. So wait, what even is Morannon then? Because so it says the Battle of Morannon is the Battle of the Black Gate, essentially. So it's the last battle.
Mm,
But why? What is Morannon like? The That's kind of a deceptively worded question. If they'd
yeah.
said the Battle of the Black Gate, I would have gotten that. What is Morannon Middle Earth? Like I'm actually this is when I'm like doing my research.
Morannon.
The Battle of Morannon or the Battle of the Black Gate is the final part. Okay, but why? What is like? Wouldn't that be called the Battle of Mordor or something? What is Morannon? Like I don't even. Is that the land that Mordor became?
I
Oh,
guess.
okay. The Black Gate. Morannon is a just another name for the Black Gate.
Uh,
So it's like
uh,
I guess it's like the word in Black speech or something, or in Sindarin. That's what in Sindarin it's called Moran. Okay, that's weird. they're like they're like we're gonna trick you. Uh, so it would be the opposing.
Sauron.
It would be Sauron. Wait, but the Rohirrim was involved in it, right? Because it was like the combined forces of Gondor and
Yeah.
Rohan.
Well, can we choose everything but Morgoth? But like,
Let's.
isn't Morgoth like in the background? No.
Morgoth
Is
was
he
like
dead?
Sauron's boss or whatever,
Yeah.
like a long time ago. So I guess he wouldn't be part of it, but he kind of is. Like he's almost just like involved by extension because Sauron is. But
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Can we
don't
just choose everything?
like,
Nah, nah.
but like that, but that's like confusing because it says please select the opposing side. So it's like, but how do you like if we're just selecting all of them? Like how do you know which ones are opposing? Like that, like what? Okay, so
Yeah, it's gotta be two, I think.
would it be? Oh, but you can literally select everything. So it would be Sauron, Rohirrim, and the Army of the West, right? Or would the Army of the West just Army of the West is like an all-encompassing term, right? So that would include Rohan and Gun. So that would be like
That
so
no, that's confusing. That's confusing.
yeah, because in the battle, Aragorn says like, "I bid you stand, men of the West," which is like okay, but that's like all-encompassing. But then the Rohirrim is also there, but the Rohirrim is part of it. So what do they want to say? What the hell? Should we
Man, this
just say the Rohirrim like is in there too, or should we just say Sauron and the Army of the West?
Rohirrim.
Just say it. Okay,
But are Rohirrim like still like yeah,
because they were there, so like,
yeah.
they count.
Or does the Rohirrim refer to like some like old people from Rohan? No.
Because I think when they like charge into battle or whatever, like Theoden still refers to them as the Rohirrim. So the Rohirrim is just
Mm,
like the army of Rohan or whatever. Like
yeah,
so,
well, yeah, let's
so
choose both.
so yeah, just choose both, I guess. Whose character is shown in the picture?
What is this?
I don't know.
What even is
I'm
this?
thinking of Findulius myself. Fin, wait, what the fuck?
And I think
I don't even know who like two of these characters are.
Elwing,
Um,
Celebrian. I was thinking, I don't know. I wait, who's Celebrian? Is
Celebrian
that
is like Galadriel's daughter, I think,
and
because
who's oh
Celeborn is her husband. So
oh yeah,
Celebrian.
Celeborn. Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's what I was
So
thinking.
but
Oh,
that's got to be Galadriel because I'm pretty sure that's a shot from The Hobbit, but they've like blurred it.
and who's Elwing?
Elwing probably related to Elrond. You would take a wild guess.
Wait, is that how names work?
If they
I
just
guess.
have the first two letters of the person's name, that means they're related. I don't I guess that. Wait, Elwing, Lord of the Rings. Who is that? Elwing, also known as Elwing the White, was the half-elven daughter of Dior the Fair and his wife Nimla. She was the younger sister of twin brothers. Um, Elrid and Elrond. She became what the heck? She became the wife of another half elf, Arundel and Mariner, and she was she's Elrond's mother.
Mm.
And then Findulius. That sounds like because Galadriel's brother's name was Finrod, so I'm guessing that that person is somehow related to Galadriel.
So what are we doing, Galadriel? Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be Galadriel,
The one.
the keeper of the undying flame. Well, it's not Thorin Oakenshield.
Yeah, nah.
I don't think he was the keeper. So the
Wait,
flame,
what was it? Wasn't it Gandalf that had some like flame thing?
Gandalf, yeah, because when he faces the Balrog, he says, "I am the wielder of the secret fire, servant of the flame of Arnor," or something. So like
But
he
that's
is.
not, is that the Undying Flame? No.
I feel like that's related to because if we're looking, so the one I don't know this for certain, but like the one name in here that rings kind of a bell is Eluvatar. Like I've heard that before. Like I remember them saying Iluvatar something like I don't know who Owl or Yavanna are.
Aule. I feel like I've
Owl,
heard Aule somewhere.
you've heard that?
Yeah, not Yavanna, not Thor. No, yeah, Thorin. Yeah,
Thorin definitely not.
Thorin definitely
That
not.
would be funny if Thorin was the he's just like, yo, I'm the wielder of the undying flame. It's like what? They're
Yeah.
like, okay, Thorin, wow. You're moving up in the world, but I guess I feel like it's a Iluvatar. I feel like that's gotta be the keeper of the undying flame.
Yeah. Okay, let's do Iluvatar.
Yeah, let's do Iluvatar. Um, which of the following statements about Bilbo Baggins and Frodo Baggins are true? Both were
Oh
born,
man, what is this?
dude,
Both were born.
on September 22nd. I feel like that is true because I feel like I remember a line about that in Fellowship that they had like the same birthday or something.
Maybe yeah. Well,
Family
like
Baggins.
it could be tricky. It could be like September 23rd.
Yeah, that's the it's like
Uh,
they changed the date. It's like it's so specific. Um, their family, the Baggins, were poor and ill-regarded. Is that true? Were they
no,
ill-regarded?
no, I don't think so. Oh well, just well, I guess kinda.
I thought it was like the Tukes that were.
Yeah, the Tux.
Yeah, I didn't think.
Yeah, not Baggins. I think Baggins were well regarded. Yeah, it was the other ones that were poorly regarded.
Yeah. So I think the only things that are true here, both were masters of Bag End at some point. That's true for a fact.
Yeah.
Uh, they did not. There's no way they co-wrote Bilbo's Walking, and Frodo did not adopt Bilbo. So Frodo adopted Bilbo. Yeah, that totally.
And then so then it's got to be the first one
Yeah, I
and the
think
last one.
unless they literally it's just only one that's true. But I don't know. Yeah, because it's got to be. Yeah, they were both born on September 22nd, and they were both masters of Bag End. Because all the other ones are false.
Yeah, first one and last one then.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Healy.
Feely is the younger brother of Keely. Ooh, aren't
Okay,
they?
names.
Wait, I don't. Feely and Keely are the two youngest dwarves in Thorin's company, but I thought they were twin brothers. Unless it's some crazy detail where they were born like 2 minutes apart or some crazy thing. They're like, oh, that's what we mean.
Uh,
This wait, but there's no. I guess we could just say false because I thought they were twins. So
Philly and Killy. Oh yeah, Philly and Killy.
because they're the two that die in the battle, Thorin's nephews, and
Mm.
they were. I'm like positive they were twins. So we could just say false, I guess, because that doesn't make sense to me. Philly and Killy. Yeah, I feel like it's a trick question.
Let's just go false.
Yeah, let's go with that.
The races that were not under the domination of the Dark Lord Sauron were known as as free people.
I mean, I guess they would be, right?
I mean, it would make sense.
They would be not free if they were under his dominion.
Yeah, true. I think true.
Yeah. The original form of the ringwraiths were they were men.
Yeah, man. If more of us valued food and cheer, okay, all right.
That's Thorin. Yeah, that's gotta be Thorin. Sauron. Imagine Sauron saying
Wait, Sauron? Okay. Sauron saying, if more of us valued food and cheer
he can't even complete it. It's
or
just
the gold, it would be a merrier world. But sad or merry, I must leave it now. Farewell.
yeah, that's totally
Oh,
Sauron.
that's when he's dying in the
Yeah,
hands
that's
of
Thorin.
Bilbo or something.
Yeah, that's like his last line. That's
Okay, yeah,
good.
it's done.
The children of Iluvatar refer to which two races? Ooh,
Oh, Iluvatar. Did
this
we
this
mess up
this
the?
freaking person again. Wait, oh no, maybe we did mess up the freaking
Yeah,
final one.
I think it was Aule. I think it was Aule.
Yeah, I think you were right.
It's got to be Aule. But the Iluvatar, children of Iluvatar.
They're not orcs. Well, but maybe because orcs were like elves that were corrupted, right? So it would be elves and orcs if we're counting them as two separate races, which technically speaking they aren't. Or what are Ainur? What are those? Are they like the I know what the Valar are, but I don't know what are Ainur?
Aren't those like super powerful guys? I don't know.
Oh, they're like angels. So I'm guessing it would because like elves are so
Elves.
Iluvatar is the supreme being of creation, so he's basically God. Um,
So do we
so
just choose everything?
it would be,
Everything but orcs,
but
or
the
what?
orcs are like a form of elves, so
But
they
like,
would
weren't they like genetically modified or something?
they were like twisted by Morgoth's corruption or some shit.
Yeah. So
Would
then
be,
would they be like children of Iluvatar then
I
if they
guess
were
not.
twisted?
Yeah, I
Wait.
don't know. But would it? But are they talking about? Because how did men come to be? Because I feel like it's like a trick question. Because I guess they would be. Would it just be elves and Ainur? Because the angels, like, if Ainur are angels and then elves are like immortal beings, then that means they
Mm,
like children of Iluvatar. Because what they're saying is which two races. So they're making us pick two.
are they?
Yeah, see, it says which two races.
Oh,
So it would probably be Ainur and elves.
yeah, it's got to be. Yeah, yeah. I think
Because
it's
they're
that.
like they're immortal and then they're angels. Okay,
Okay. Yeah,
let's
I'll
go with
do
that.
that.
What name did Bilbo give to the sword he used to slay spiders Mirkwood? Oh, it's definitely Mithril Coat. That's the name of his sword. It's my favorite weapon. Mithril Coat. What a great name. What? How'd
Bro
you come
was
up
just like launching himself.
with Mithril Coat?
Mm.
It's Sting. Both of
Yeah, Sting, a Sting.
them. What pseudonym did Frodo Baggins use to conceal his identity? Oh, Bingo Baggins.
Bingo. That is so good. That is so good.
That's like, yeah, that's a hell of a way to keep yourself hidden.
Bingo Baggins.
Bingo Baggins. It's like they just changed one letter, two letters in Bilbo's name. It's like this is great. The halfling, that's pretty good too.
The Halfling,
It was Mr. Underhill, wasn't it?
Conan and Anun.
I don't even know who that is. That's got to be a specific character.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. No, it's Mr. Under.
Yeah, it's Mr. Underhill. It's gotta be. Select the members of
Like
the
the number.
Fellowship of the Ring. Okay, well, let's just do that then.
Okay.
They're giving us an easy one now. They're throwing us a bone.
Peregrine.
Who's Bladorthin?
Meriadoc. Oh yeah, Mary. Gloin.
That's Gimli's father, but he wasn't part of the Fellowship.
Sam. Yeah, there. Yeah, it's everything but Aniron, Gloin, and Blador, whatever. Right?
Whatever.
Bladorthin.
It's like my favorite character, Bladorthin. What a great name. Yeah. Go to the next one.
Next one.
What creature
What?
did Gandalf slay with lantern?
In the Misty Mountains.
It was
Wasn't
the
it Great Goblin?
yeah, it had to be right. It was the Goblin King or whatever.
And Calagon. Unless if Calagon's a weird name for like
Yeah, wait, let's just check that before we
Morgoth. He
go.
killed Morgoth. He
Yeah,
killed
he
William. Who's William?
Gandalf, how could you? You killed William, dude. And Calagon the Black is a dragon. Okay, well, definitely not that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So it's the Great Goblin. Gotta be. Um, which landform is shown in this picture?
Wait, I actually have a book with that.
Oh, for real?
I have like an atlas of Middle Earth.
Oh,
But
sweet.
no,
I
no,
also,
we don't.
also have a map like right behind.
That's
Isn't that
gotta
a
be.
lonely mountain?
Yeah, it's gotta be. There's no other mountains, so it's gotta be lonely.
Yeah, because there's Ravenhill is where the orcs like based their whatever, like that was their strategic command post in the Battle of the Five Armies. And it literally says like back door.
Ravenhill, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
It's
gotta
lonely.
be Lonely
It's
Mountain.
lonely. It's lonely. We're the parents of Elboron. I don't even know who that guy is.
What the fuck? Wait, who's the fuck is Elberon? Um uh
Elboron, not Boromir.
not Boromir, not Faramir, Eowyn, so it's gotta be Theoden.
Theoden.
Oh
Oh,
wait.
we no.
Eowyn and Faramir, right?
Eowyn and
Eowyn
Faramir.
is yeah, because Boromir's dead. I don't know who Theoden is, but Eowyn and Faramir got married. They're the only ones that would conceivably be parents of any.
Oh, okay.
So it's got yeah, Faramir and Eowyn.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Ring bearers refer to the hobbits who have borne the One Ring and taken part in its destruction. Which characters were known by this title? Will Whitfoot.
Yeah, oh hell yeah.
That's Will. There's William. That's
Okay, that's who Gandalf killed in the
that's who Gandalf killed. Will Whitfoot.
William Whitfoot, my favorite. Um, so it's got to be. Wait, okay, this one's tricky
Could be
because
Trick. Yeah.
yeah,
Samwise.
Frodo and Bilbo for sure, but was Sam?
And what about Will?
What about Will? Yeah, we don't know anything about Will Whitfoot.
Gandalf didn't kill him for nothing.
Yeah, maybe he had
What
like
was he doing? Like, what? Why did he get late? Like, didn't he like in the Fellowship? Didn't he? What was he doing like in the first half of the Fellowship?
yeah, Will. What was he up to?
I think he was killing Will.
I think he was killing Will. Yeah, that's why he left. That's why he didn't tell. Or maybe that's where he went when he, left Bilbo and the gang.
Yeah, he got late or something. I don't know.
Yeah, he was
Can't
late.
remember what
So he
happened.
was delayed. Maybe he was delayed killing Will.
Yeah,
Will Whitfoot. Yeah. So the only question here is, does Sam count? Because he did bear the ring. Like he took it from Frodo when he thought he was dead. So he did carry the ring for like a short period of time.
Mm,
Ring bearers refer to the hobbits who have borne the One Ring and taken part in its destruction. So Sam has to count then, right? Or
yeah,
but wait,
Sam has to count.
going by
Yeah.
that logic, does Bilbo count even? Because he didn't play part in its destruction.
Mm-mm.
But he
Oh,
did wear the ring for like how long did he have it? Like 70 years or something?
yeah, something like that.
So Bilbo, yeah, Bilbo has to count. So it's yeah, it's gonna be Bilbo, Frodo, and Sam.
Yeah.
Okay, whoa, what is this question?
Low intelligence, fear daylight. Troll.
Yeah, it's gonna be Trolls.
I
Hill
knew
of
it.
the
There's
Eye.
Uruk-hai. Where do Uruk-hai?
Uruk-hai are not afraid of light
Well,
because
who are they? Can't
they're
remember.
they're the soldiers of Saruman's creation, right? Like he mixes them, like mixes.
Oh, right.
So they're like superior soldiers or whatever. Um, Hill of the Eye refers to isn't that Ammon Hen?
Am and Hen.
Because that remember there's like um that like ruined temple or whatever that Frodo climbs up when he's like running away from Boromir and then he sees the Eye of Sauron like through the
Oh,
ring.
yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that's because that's like a seeing eye. I forget,
Oh, yeah.
but I'm pretty sure it's Ammon Hen.
Yeah, then Am and Hen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bjorn.
Oh, he's a bear, right?
Yeah, bear. Bjorn.
The three hunters who tracked the Uruk-hai. Um, Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli.
Yeah. Bilbo.
Planned a grand 11th birthday party for himself. Oh, this is okay. Huh. That's like a tricky one. Frodo. How old was Frodo? I'm trying to like do the math. Because like so if was Frodo like even alive when Bilbo went on his adventure? I
I
don't think
think no.
so. If Bilbo was like, I'm pretty sure around the time of The Hobbit, Bilbo was like 50, maybe 60, and then in Fellowship he's turning 111.
Yeah.
So I guess it doesn't really narrow down because it's one of these. It's 30 something.
Yeah. 30. I know I'm feeling 32. I don't know. What about you?
Ripe old age is 32. I don't. I feel like. Hmm. I feel like he's older than we think.
Mm,
That's the thing with hobbits is like it's hard to tell because they're small. They're just small creatures. They're like older
I'm
than.
also I'm also feeling 34.
Yeah,
I
that's what
think
I'm
it
thinking
was
too.
I think it was even.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm going with 34.
Okay, 34 is
The proprietor of the Prancing Pony was Tom Bombadil. Can you imagine
Bob
that? He's just
Knob.
like singing his song. Uh, it wasn't it. Oh, Bob or Knob? Where
It's
does the Will? What
Barleyman.
about Will Whitford or whatever? Wasn't he the proprietor of the Prancing Pony? Isn't it Barliman Butterbur?
Yeah, it's that guy. It's that guy. How many wizards were there in Middle Earth? Like five?
Wait,
Four.
yes, there's Gandalf. Oh, are they? But are
Yeah.
they asking like how many wizards were there at a given time? Because like if they're thinking,
Oh,
because like Gandalf wasn't he the first? No, Saruman was the first to travel there. Then followed by Gandalf, and there's Radagast, and then there were the weren't there the two blue wizards or whatever who like we
yeah,
never
there were
see.
two blue wizards. Yeah.
So it would be five, I think.
Well, wasn't Sauron a wizard?
Sauron was well by that wouldn't Tom Bombadil also be? I don't know. So we're thinking because
I
Sauron
mean,
was like, wasn't he almost like a Lucifer type, like a corrupted angel or something?
oh yeah, maybe.
Sauron was not technically a wizard, he was a Maya, powerful spirit. The Istari are the wizards. Okay, so then there would be five.
Yeah, five it is.
Unless they're counting Tom Bombadil for some reason, but I don't think he. I think he's
What is
also.
depicted in the picture shown?
That's the that's isn't that the inscription of the One Ring? Yeah, because that's
Yeah, I guess it can't. Isn't that like Mordor talk?
I have the ring.
Yeah.
Get the ring off my wall.
Okay, let's see. Can you read it?
It's some form of Elvish. No, it's yeah, that's definitely yeah, that matches up. That's the One Ring.
Yeah.
Um,
The
oh,
reunited kingdom refers to the union of which two kingdoms? Gondor? No.
um, the reunited kingdom. Kingdom under the Mountain, Kingdom of Rovanion, Arnor, Gondor. What was Arnor? I'm drawing a blank on that.
Arnor and Gondor.
They both end with or.
Yeah.
That makes it sound like this. Arnor, also known as the Northern Kingdom, was a kingdom of men founded by Elendil and Isildur. Okay, so it was the seat of the High King of Arnor who also ruled Gondor. Okay, so it would be Arnor and Gondor.
Yeah. Nice. Which of these titles held by Aragorn? Lord of the Westlands. Lord of the Rings. King of the West. Lord of the House of the Wing. Chieftain of the Dunedain. Wasn't it that?
He was one of the Dunedain. I don't know if he was king of
Uh,
chieftain of the Dunedain. I don't know if that's a title he held. I know he's king of the West.
Not Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Westlands. Maybe Lord of the Westlands, King of the West. No, no, no.
Definitely not Lord of the House of the Wing. I don't even know what that is. Um,
Yeah, no,
Chief,
no idea.
Chieftain of the Dunedain sounds right because he was one of the Dunedain. It's just because I don't know if any of these other ones apply. Lord of the Westlands sounds
Isn't it King of the West at least?
definitely King of the West because he does become the King of
Yeah.
Gondor. But then by extension, Lord of the Westlands also sounds accurate
Yeah.
because
I'll
he,
do
he
those.
was a lord before. So he would be yeah. So it would be Lord of the Westlands, King of the West, and then Chieftain of the Dunedain.
Yeah. Yeah, that
Mhm.
makes sense. Okay, what is this?
Oh,
Please arrange the valor in order according to the descriptions. Okay, what are we supposed to do here? Uh,
Chief of the Valar, King of the Airs and Winds of the Arda, Hunter among the Valar, the Great Rider, the Smith, Lover of Crafts, King of the Sea, Lord of Waters.
ooh.
So I'm gonna say that
Oh, there's Jose.
I'm just the one thing I'm thinking is the Smith, Elmo. It just makes me think of Elmo when I say that. Elmo, Elmo was actually one of the Valar. He, like, I'm pretty sure that his descendant is Feanor, and Feanor was the grandfather of Celebrimbor, who forged the Rings of Power. So
Mm,
I do think that he's the Smith one. The other ones I'm lost on that. Manwë, I think Manwë was the chief.
Manway. Or is it?
Manwë, I think, was the chief of.
Manway, the Great Rider.
The Great Rider.
I'm thinking of Strider. Nah, it's not that.
Yeah, so I'm down to Orome or Aule. But okay, we had this freaking Aule character before because we were doing that question about the fire.
Yeah, should we be consistent? Oh no, well no, let's not be consistent.
Because I think we messed it up, didn't we? Or wait, what did we
Or
say before? Did we say that or did we say the other freaking one?
yeah, we said Aule was not the keeper of fire or whatever. So then
Yeah.
he must be king of the sea. Nah, nah. He could
I don't
be
know. I mean, it could. What is
hunter,
like?
chief of
Is
the
that
line.
still off like the letters used, like the what the meaning of these words are? Because almost indefinitely token like related the names to what they represent. So I'm like trying to think of like, would this mean anything in like Greek or something?
No.
But it's freaking Elvish, so that would it's like Cinderin.
Almost. I mean, almost sounds kind of like the Smith.
Yeah, so I feel like he's the Smith.
Ole, Manway,
Manway, I'm certain is the chief of the Vala.
chief. Then Orome is hunter, or what?
Yeah, because I feel like Ole almost sounds like aqua, which would relate to water.
We're
I
just
think
yeah.
I'm going on a limb. Let's say
So it's
one is Manway, two
Manway,
two is the hunter is Orome. Then
then
we've got
Umo, then
Ole.
Aule.
Ole. Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay, now we're cooked. What gift did Galadriel give to the Aragorn upon their parting?
Oh, did she give her anything?
Who's a Lesser? What's a Lesser? What are all these things? Amansul Stone, Star of Elendil, Osgiliath.
Emansul, I'm pretty sure that the Emansul stone is and the Osgiliath stone are both Palantirs, like the one that Saruman uses,
Uh,
like the Seeing Stones or whatever. Yeah, Palantirs is their correct term, but like that's what Saruman uses to communicate with Sauron.
oh, I get it.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure like all the main like factions of Middle Earth had possession of one, but she didn't give one of those to Aragorn. I feel like it's the Star of Elendil. I don't even know what that is, but Elendil was Aragorn's ancestor, right? He was like his grandfather
Oh, yeah. Well,
or
wasn't
great.
she looking at the stars and trying to put the ring on or
That's
something?
true.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do star. Let's do star.
Yeah, let's go with the Star of Elendil. Um,
The elves who refused to follow Orome westward to Valinor were called. I have no clue.
refuse to follow. Well, let me think about that. So the Noldor, I'm pretty sure the Noldor are the ones that followed, that went to Valinor, because Valinor is like elf heaven or whatever, right? Like that's the birthplace of the elves and whatever. Like, that's where they go at the end of the story, where Frodo and Bilbo and whoever else go.
Mm.
So Valinor, so I'm pretty sure that Noldor are the ones that did, and the Eldar, because Elrond tells Arwen, like after, remember she's like staying behind, like she's not getting on the ship or whatever because she wants to be with Aragorn. He says the light of the Eldar is leaving. So like I'm pretty sure the Eldar are the elves who stayed in Middle Earth.
Well,
Or
I mean,
they're the ones who refuse to
yeah,
follow.
kind of makes sense. Kind of makes sense. Yeah, I have no idea this one.
Yeah, I'm going with the Eldar on that one.
Okay, Eldar. Which pairs were married couples? Jose and Goldberry. Samwise Gamgee, Rose Cotton. Who's Rose Cotton?
That is, or Rosie got, yeah, that was, well, but he calls her Rosie, but I'm guessing, okay, well, I know that one for a fact. Samwise
Rose.
Gamgee. Because yeah, he's like Rosie Cotton. I wanted to marry her.
Anyway,
I was giving. Um, Definitely not the first one because Goldberry is Tom Bombadil's wife. So that's not
Ted Goldberg.
unless like she had an affair with someone that wasn't Tom.
Yeah.
Um, this is we're learning some lore here. Um, so I think Treebeard and Timberfill. That sounds right
Yeah, that does sound right. That does sound right.
because he did talk about the Entwives, right, and how like they disappeared. So I think that's right. And then the only one I don't know about is Ingui and A Anare.
Mm.
Like I think.
They're going to
Wait,
be like brother and sister. Let's keep going. I think just
yeah,
those two.
yeah, I think it's those two.
Oh,
Which
what?
region?
What is this?
What depicted in the music clip? Click to play. Oh, okay, so it's the Shire.
Okay, I can't even hear it, but Uh, what is depicted here? Mirkwood.
Wait, map of Wilderland. Wait, so if we've got Mirkwood, the Great River, Misty Mountains, the Desolation of Smaug, the Lonely Mountain, that would be. Well, I always just called it the map of the Lonely Mountain, but I think it's Thror's map, right? Because that's wait, it's either Thror's map or the map of the Wilderland.
Yeah.
Because Mirkwood is like part of Wilderland. Like that's where like it's in the middle of the Wilderland, right? So it's one of those two.
What is depicted here?
So it's one of the maps. It's because Thror's map is the one that was like exclusively the Lonely Mountain, I thought. Like that's what I always
Oh,
thought was
yeah,
like
yeah. You know, you're
because
right. You're right. I think then
Thror was
it's
Thorin's grandfather.
Wilderland.
So it would be the
I
map of
think
the yeah.
yeah, it's Wilderland then. Yeah, I would say Wilderland.
Um
On
on their
their
journey
journey, Mount Doom, the Fellowship of the Ring did not pass through which place? Arid weather. What is that?
it's probably that one.
Yeah, it's
Because they
probably
went
that
through
one.
Rivendell, Moria, and Lothlorien.
Yeah, yeah. It's arid.
It's
It's
gotta be
arid.
that. I don't even know what that is. It's not that.
That's where William is, man. Arid.
Yeah, maybe he is there. That's what Gandalf killed him.
Yeah.
uh, please arrange Aragorn's experiences in chronological order.
Bids farewell to Mother and Eleanor. Doesn't he hunt Gollum first?
Enters the Wilderland. Well, he
Bids
would have.
farewell.
Who's wait? But what does that mean? Bids farewell to Mother and Elrond. Who's Mother? Like, what's that?
Elrond had an affair with his mother.
Oh no!
Like,
Oh no! Um, oh no! We're go. That's
what do
not
you
good.
mean?
That's okay. Wait, what the fuck? So if he marry, wait. So he leads the, because he hunts Gollum in like the years between Gandalf leaving and then coming back to check on the ring or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
So
exactly.
he would have, but did he bid farewell to Elrond before entering Wilderland? Because wouldn't that be like he enters Wilderland to search for Gollum, and then
Ah,
he he leads the Fellowship to Lothlorien, and then he marries Arwen.
yeah.
It's just the first two that I don't know about because I know that like yeah, he leads the Fellowship, and then Arwen he marries her at the end of the War of the Ring. So it would be okay. What do you think? What are you thinking on this
Bids
one?
farewell to Mother and Elrond.
It's like
Who's
whose mother?
Mother?
It's like I don't know who that is.
To Mother and Elrond enters Wilderland.
It's so weird, like grammatically screwed up.
So vague. So vague.
Biz farewell to mother. Like whose
And
mother? Like his
Elrond
mother? Like who? Or is
enters
mother the
Wilderland.
name of this person? Um,
Enters Wilderland. Okay. I would say, I mean, he's got to bid farewell to somebody, so that goes first. Then
yeah.
hunts Gollum. then leads fellowship, and then marries.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
what
I
I'm
would do.
thinking too. Yeah.
In the books, which races took part in the Battle of the Five Armies? Oh,
Okay.
this was a Hobbit, right? Yeah. So dwarves,
This one, yeah. So this one's tricky because um, elves, eagles.
not
It's
ants.
the elves, dwarves, and um. Wait, why is elves there twice?
Oh boy.
Wait, why does it say elves, elves, like elves, and then elves? What the fuck? Wait, okay. So
Wait, okay.
not dragons.
Were there two elf armies? No, there was just one.
Yeah, it was Thranduil's army, and then they had the well, that's the deceptively worded part
In the
is
book.
that in the books. So the wolves were there.
In the books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the books, yeah, because the wolves were part of it. So it would be the wolves, the orcs, and the goblins. Because yeah, in the books they're or in the book, yeah, they're called
Wait,
goblins.
were the orcs there though in the books? Like I feel like it was just goblins.
In the books, they yeah, but like
Like
I
it was in
think
the
they
movies. In the movies, they added like the orcs in.
in the
I feel.
movies they used in the movies there's more of a distinction between orcs and goblins, but I think in the books, like Tolkien used those terms interchangeably, kind of.
Oh, gotcha.
So I think yeah, orcs and goblins were there. The wolves were there. Dwarves, you could definitely. Elves, yeah. And then
Elves, which I guess both.
yeah,
Eagles,
and then the
no.
eagle. No,
Eagles.
the eagles were there.
Oh yeah.
So it would be yeah, it would be all the elves, and
Oh
then
yeah,
the
the
elves
Eagles were
for some
there. Yeah.
reason. I don't know why there's two elves.
And
And the
wasn't no
eagles.
dragons? No, Smog was dead already.
Yeah, and
Right.
the ents weren't there. So it would just be the eagles, the elves, dwarves, wolves, and goblins.
Yeah. Oh
Okay.
boy. Okay, you listen to it. It's like I don't know. I can't get it to play. Let's see.
Okay. Oh, it's Ice Teeth Fire. That's yeah. The Ed Sheeran song. That's the one.
The what?
Ice Teeth Fire. That's the one that it is. Because it's yeah, I recognize that anywhere. It's the
What is the
song that
ice fire? I mean, you're perfect for this. You're in music.
that's true. Which battle is depicted in the audio clip? The fuck? Oh, that's the Battle of the Five Armies.
Five
Yeah,
Army? Then
yeah, it's the
yeah.
Five Armies.
Which characters
Um,
were given the title Elf Friends?
oh,
Elrond?
oh,
No.
friends. Definitely not Gollum.
Wait. Okay, wait. Does this mean it's the friends of the elves? Or is it elves that are friends?
That's a good question. It's like,
It could be
'cause I,
like it could be Gimli. He's an elf friend. He's
yeah,
a friend of the
but then
elves.
Elrond
But it
is
could be
also like
Elrond's also an elf friend of
of
okay.
those guys. Yeah, it's what the fuck? Definitely Gollum. I think. No. Um, what about Will? Wasn't Will a friend of the elf?
Yeah, Will was
Where's
friends
Will?
with
He should be in
everybody
here.
except Gandalf.
Um, I feel like so the Thorin's group. I guess they weren't called the Fellowship, but like the company of Thorin passed through Rivendell, and I'm pretty sure they were declared elf friends. So Keely would be an elf friend,
Yeah, and
and
what,
Gimli.
what Gimli? Yeah, yeah, I think that's it.
And but Elendil was he fought with the elves in the War of the Ring.
Wait, who is Elendil?
Elendil is like Aragorn's ancestor. Like he's the one that dies, and then Isildur is like his son. He takes up his sword.
Oh,
He was
okay.
like the king for a time. So it would be I feel like Elendil would also apply.
Yeah, fair. And Elrond's an elf, so. But can an elf be an elf friend? Well, no, let's just not overthink
But
it.
the thing is he's half elven, right? Because like that's like his yeah, because he was like born of like a half elf, so he's like That's like what they call him, is Elrond half elf. So I guess he
Mm,
would he qualify too? That's the tricky part because
okay.
he's only half elf blood.
He's only half elf friend.
Half elf.
Yeah, no, he's not an elf friend. He's a half elf. I would just leave it like that.
Yeah, I'd leave it Gilly, Gimli, and
Billy Gimli and Lindor. Yeah, okay,
yeah.
that makes sense. Please arrange the names of the three rings of the elves: Ring of Water, Ring of Fire, and Ring of Air in order.
Ring
Okay,
of water,
Ring of
ring of
Water.
ring of air. Nenya
Hmm.
Nenya is Galadriel's.
She had. Wait, did she have wind?
She had water. Nenya is water.
Okay,
So that Nenya would be first.
Nenya.
Um, Narya.
Narya sounds
Which
like
one?
fire.
So like who? I'm trying to think of like who had them because like by the time of Lord of the Rings, right? It was um Gandalf was in possession of one of them.
That was Ring of Fire, I think.
And was that Narya
Yeah, I know.
or was it
That
Vilya? That's the thing. The only one I know by name is Nenya because that one is Galadriel's and she had the Ring of Water.
Nanya kind of sounds like
Elrond
Nanya.
didn't Elrond have one too? And he had the Ring of
Yeah,
Water, I'm pretty sure. Because
he.
remember, because Gandalf says, "I am the servant of the secret fire."
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he's
Gandalf has fire. Then I guess like Elrond has air.
wow, Elrond, way to go. Okay. So hmm. I'm trying because there is a line in The Hobbit where like one of the orcs like is like about to like chop off Gandalf's hand or something, and he's like, "Oh, that's fill in the blank, the Ring of Fire." And I'm trying to remember what he says. I'm pretty sure
That's
it's Narya.
Narya.
Yeah,
That's Vilya. Yeah, Narya.
it's gotta be Narya.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's gotta be
yeah,
it.
Narya. Which works were written by Bilbo Baggins? A Walking Song, Ring Winner, Sleeping Song, Song, Song
I don't think it was the Song of Erendil. I don't even know if that is the thing. Definitely the walking song.
Sleeping Song.
It's like, wow, what
Guys,
original
guys,
names? Oh,
guys like writing songs for everything.
yeah. It's like, what else do you need, right? The
You
running
you got
song.
you gotta it's you who you gotta make the sleeping song.
You got to make like the biking song or something. Like, what
Okay,
else
so
do you
what
need?
is it? Just walking song? No, there's gotta be another one.
Well, Ring Winner sounds like something you would write, doesn't it?
Ring winner. Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Unless that's like they've made that up for this. They could have just made that up for this freaking game.
Which works though? They don't have to be songs. Yeah, let's do the first two.
But it could the sleeping song could be one too. It's just the Song of Erendil, definitely not. So I don't know. I feel like yeah, just go with the first two.
Yeah, yeah. That makes sense. What were the bowstrings of Galadrim bows made from? Dwarf beards.
Definitely
That'd be funny.
that. They're made of Anu blood.
Anu blood. How?
But- well,
Elf hair.
their blood is particularly stringy. That makes no.
Wait, who are the Anu?
Weren't they like the ancestors of orcs or something? Like the precursor to the orcs or something? I thought that's what they're. It's got to be elf hair though, right? Because that's the only thing that makes sense. Like you can't make like bowstrings out of dragon
Dwarf.
scales.
I mean, you could dwarf beards though, but it
Yeah,
sounds
that's the
fun.
thing. But that's just like too funny to like think about. Like I don't think that can't be it. I just threw that in as like a joke.
Yeah, elf hair, elf hair.
Gotta be elf hair.
How many valiant days in a year? Nah. What is this?
What the fuck is that? What does that mean?
How many valiant days in a year?
What are
Are they,
Valiant days?
they're using the metric system. What is going on?
Valiant. What?
10,
Valiant.
100, 1,000. It's got to be 1,000.
Valinor. Oh wait, so Valinor. So that Valiant days are like a unit of time within Valinor, which would differ from like the time of Middle Earth. So wait, what is it? So this is a period of time equal to the full flowering of both the two trees of Valinor, equivalently 12 Valiant hours. A single Valiant day is equivalent to 84 hours of our time. What the fuck? So Valiant days.
You said 84 hours?
A single Valiant day is equivalent to 84 hours, which would be what, like 4 days?
That'll be like 3 and a bit days. No, yeah, 3 and a bit days.
So how many Valiant days in here? How many? So if there's 365 days, let's say. But like, wait, like, how do we know that days in Middle Earth are equivalent to our like days?
Yeah, I don't know. Wait, let's see. How many did you say? 84? That's
84 hours
3.5 days. 3.5 days.
for us.
Uh,
But like, aren't we saying in relation to Middle Earth? Because how do like Middle Earth isn't our time?
oh boy, I got an ad. Get
Oh
out.
no,
How many Valiant days in a year? In a Valiant year? I guess that's the question, right?
how many Valiant days in a year?
In
But
a
wait, like,
Valiant.
this is such a weird question. Like, what does that mean? In what kind of year? Like a
It
year
must
our
be,
time or a
it,
year
it
Middle Earth?
sounds like 100 because one day there would be 3.5 days here.
So it's got to be like 1,000, right?
Uh, 3.5? Wait. So 3.5 times 365, 1,200. Yeah, it's gonna be. Wait, that sounds weird. Oh, wait. 3.5, not. No. Well, times 100. That's 350 hours. That doesn't make any sense. Times 365, 1,200.
So it would be like,
No, wait.
so none of
Yeah.
these would be accurate then.
Oh, but that's how many Valiant days. That would be 365 days. No, okay, wait.
This
How
is
many
so
hours though? How many hours in a year? We would need how many hours in a year? 3.5, no,
Valiant days.
3.5 days. That'd be 1,000 days. Wait, what's going on? Oh no, yeah. 365.
That would be 1,000, wouldn't
Wait, what is going on? Yeah, 3 point no, wait,
it? Wait, what the
wait.
fuck's happening?
1 day of ours would be 1 day of ours. No. 1 day of theirs, of Valiant days, is 3.5 of our days. Times 365 is 1,277 hour days in
So
one
none of
Valiant.
these are right then. Like none of the answers are right they've given us.
Well, I know. I'm just guessing 1,000. I'm just gonna put 1,000.
Yeah, because it would. Yeah, that's the only thing that makes any sense.
In slang terms, one gross means playing pranks on others, non-existent, fat, of course.
I would say the last one.
Who says this? Who says this?
I don't. I've never heard this like ever in Middle Earth. Like I don't
One
know.
gross in slang terms. This could be like just unrelated to Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, like what was this question?
It's like random, like
It's like random. They just
slang.
ran out of ideas. They were like, I don't even
Yeah,
know.
a slang term. One gross means what? Humans.
Sure.
One playing pranks on others. No,
Would
non-existent.
it literally be humans? Because what if it's like the orcs or something calling humans one growth?
Ooh, maybe.
I
But
don't
then it
know.
wouldn't be humans. It would be human because it'd be one.
Yeah. Term was. Wait.
Playing
Okay.
pranks.
So it says, um, in Tolkien's Middle Earth, one gross refers to a measurement. Like
Non-existent.
in Bilbo Baggins invited 144 guests to his 11th birthday party. The sum of his and Frodo's ages, however, using gross to refer to people was considered insulting. What? So then none of those apply then. If it's a measurement.
Yeah. Non-existent? No.
It says it's a form of measurement that Bilbo uses. So, but Bilbo uses it in relation to hobbits, not humans. So
I
would
guess
it, if it's considered insulting, would it be the last one then? Like fat and coarse, would that be what it is? That's the only thing that kind of makes sense to me.
yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Fat and
Yeah.
coarse. What
What?
coat of arms is depicted here? Private emblem of Finway. Private emblem of Finrod. Private emblem of Medlian. Emblem of Fëanor and his descendants. No clue.
Baelor. Wait. I think I might know this one because they actually show this in um Rings of Power. They show Feanor's hammer, and I think that might be the coat of arms that's on the hammer.
So
Let
it'd
me
be
check.
Fëanor.
What does Feanor's hammer look like? Let me check. Okay, no, that's not his emblem. So it's not Feanor.
Finrod. Finway? Million?
And Finrod was Finrod. Finrod was Galadriel's brother. I don't think it's Finrod. I feel like it's Finway. I feel like you're right. Because if he was Valinor is like if they're like looking it's like kind of this idea of like oh they're looking at the stars or whatever, like Finrod or Finway, sorry, was like the leader of the Noldor, which are the elves that left Middle Earth to go to Valinor.
Oh, okay.
I feel like it would be that.
Finway then?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay. Who are the main members of Balin's colony? Balin?
Balin. Balin is like oh my God, he's like the white bearded dwarf, like in Thorin's company. You
Who
know who I'm
was
talking
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, I think I do.
Balin,
Well,
so like, and then but Balin is the one who died in Moria because that's when they go to Moria in Fellowship, like they find his tomb.
yeah.
So I
That's
think they're referring to who were the members of Balin's colony that went to Moria or that
well,
lived in Moria.
Balin. It's got to be Balin.
Yeah, Balin definitely. I think Ori was the one of the youngest of Thorin's company. He was also there because he was the scribe and he's the one who like Gandalf takes the book out of his hands or whatever and looks at it or the journal.
Ori,
So Ori was there too.
Oin,
Oin, I think, was also there because Oin is the brother of Gimli's dad. I believe he was there too.
Loni. Who's Loni? Or is it Loin? I remember Loin. Gloin. It's Gloin.
Yeah, Gimli definitely wasn't because Gimli was the one who found Balin's tomb.
Yeah,
I feel
Gimli.
like it's Balin, Ori, and Oin, but I don't know who else. Like, I don't recognize any of these other names. I just remember
Loli,
them.
Loli, Loni, Loi.
I don't know. Like the only ones I recognize are the ones
They
that were.
might just be
Ones.
making up stuff. Like I feel like they're just making up names.
It's just like, where's Will?
Nally,
Where's Will?
Loni, Chloe. Yeah. No, I think Balin, Ori, Oin. I mean, Bali, Ori, Oin. That makes sense.
I feel like Loney. I don't know. Let's okay. I was just gonna say Loney to like have a laugh. Okay.
Honestly,
Which characters were owners of what?
No, no clue.
I don't know
Zero.
who any of these people are. Wait, so like the only one I know is Gothmog because he was the orc leader in Pelennor Fields. Like he's the only one I recognize there, and he's an orc.
Dorlomin. Where is Dorlomin? Turin, Turin. Oh, it's not Turin. Isn't that the dwarf?
Turin was like a there's Tour is like a lord of men or something. Or no, he's an elf. Yeah, he's an elf lord. Because he was like the leader of Gondolin or whatever.
Oh, Turin? Oh, okay.
So he wouldn't be yeah, he wouldn't be
Flamin
He's the
Asgal,
wielder of the dragon helm.
Hader Lorindel. I'm thinking Asgal, Azagal.
Azag Azaghai or Dior. What? Like I don't know who any of these people are. Like I feel like we're just like going off like nothing at this point. Who who sounds like a dragony name? I'm gonna say Azaghai,
I'm gonna say Dior. It starts with D.
and there's a
It's
dragon.
like Dragon Helm of Dor Lomin. It's got to be Dior.
Yeah, it's gonna D something, and then I'm gonna guess, or could it be Hador Lorindol? Because he has Dor in his name too.
Ah, Lorindol.
But that sounds like an elf name, right? Because Lothlorien, right? Like Lauren. Like that sounds like an elf thing.
Yeah, I don't know. Hador?
Dor Lorindol.
Hatter.
Oh
Hador.
wait, I just looked at. He's an elf friend. Okay, nice. That
What is
literally
it?
helps nothing. I don't know this. Like, what? I should I? Hmm. I like this as what is this as how as like how? I feel like whoever that is, was probably a owner of Dragon Helm. I don't know. Definitely not Gothmog. Um, I'm gonna say Dior as Gahal and Hador Lorindal. I don't even know anymore.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know anymore. Let's just go to the next one.
Wait, so you put what?
I
Dyer
put
and
Dior, then the Azaghal, and then Lorindal or whatever the hell.
okay. Please arrange these events in chronological order. Samwise Gamgee elected mayor for the seventh time.
Did that happen? What?
For the seventh time.
That's crazy.
Arrange
Would he
these
have
events.
lived long enough to do that?
Fingolfin. Wait, are there books after Lord of the Rings?
The only thing, like, there's the appendices, which are like it's basically just a bunch of notes that Tolkien left in the back of the book, which are like kind of tell you a little bit of what happens after.
Oh,
So I think Sam. So the founding of the Grey Havens would happen first, because the Grey Havens are like where Valinor is. So that was like the beginning of time. Like that was like the creation of heaven.
okay,
So it
that's
would be
for
the founding of the Grey Havens. And then I'm guessing
Hatter.
Fingolfin.
There's Hatter, and there's Dorlomin. Okay, so I think we were right. It says Dorlomin and it says Hatter. So I think it was Hatter Lamin or whatever. That was right.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Um. So I'm gonna say
Make it
Fingolfin. It just makes it sound like he really likes to go golfing. Fingolfin. Uh,
Fingolfin,
Fingolfin gave Dorloman to the House of Hador. Let's go with that, and then we know that the three rings were completed, and then
and then
Sam.
Samwise, or maybe Samwise
He
is
wasn't
for
mayor at the beginning.
he was mayor at the beginning of time.
The beginning of the founding of the Grey Haven. No. It was Will Whitfoot. He created Valinor.
He created Samwise Gamgee,
He created everything.
who became who was elected mayor for the seventh time for the first time. Okay.
Samwise Gamgee.
In the third age, 3021, who sailed west from the Great Lakes.
So I'm assuming because in Third Age, so that would be the end of Return of the King, right?
Isn't it Frodo?
Frodo,
Doesn't Frodo dip at the end?
yeah, Frodo leaves because he like had the Morgul wound or whatever that didn't heal. Um, Galadriel, Bilbo, Gandalf, and Elrond. Wait, it's freaking Hador Lorindal again.
Oh, okay.
Who's this guy? So yeah, it's got to be Gandalf, Elrond, Galadriel, Bilbo, and Frodo. Because Sam and Pippin stay behind in Middle Earth.
Wait, Gandalf? Who are you putting? Gandalf?
Elrond, Galadriel, Bilbo, and Frodo. Because Galadriel and Elrond, like, remember they had to leave because they were like, oh, it's time for the Dominion of Men, like the time of elves has come to an end.
Oh, okay.
They fought in the war. They had to leave. Gandalf left because he was like an angel. He wasn't even like a person anymore.
Yeah, and Sam stayed, became seventh president or whatever.
Yeah, and Pippin, I don't know.
Seventh president of Middle Earth.
Yeah.
Peregrine Took. I don't know what he did. And
Pippin just hung around,
we don't even
and
know
then
who the editor is.
Edward Lorindal took the helm of Hodor or whatever the fuck.
Okay.
This
We're
shit
good, we're
loses me, man. Okay. Oh
Well,
wait. Okay. We're at the end. Oh,
71.
71? Okay, we both got 71.
Congratulations on achieving the elves level. Okay, we're not too bad. Why is hobbits at the bottom?
Yeah, what the fuck? The hobbits are the coolest. The hobbits are like they were there at the beginning of time. Samwise Gamgee was the seventh president of Middle-earth.
Okay, I mean, that wasn't too bad. Like there was definitely like a lot of wait, can we see what we got wrong though?
Yeah, can we see? Because it just says 71. Congratulations,
Or should we just post to
your
Twitter?
waking children. The
Like
elves are
flex.
beauty and
Flex
grace.
on Twitter.
Wait, how do you
Elf.
like this? I don't know. I don't really like that I can't view like what I got wrong.
Yeah. More options? No.
Join the conversation. Whoa, there's like so
Fiction.
little to do here. Link. There's just a link.
World's hardest Harry Potter quiz. Only 0.7% of Potterheads can get a perfect score. Okay. Okay. Wait, how did the Taylor Swift course go? Were you doing it?
Oh no, I didn't take that yet. I think I might
Okay.
next year. Maybe I'll take next year after I take the course. We'll do that quiz. After I take the Taylor Swift course, we'll
Yeah,
take
yeah, yeah.
and then like
Yeah,
determine if we know everything.
yeah.
What the heck? Wait, what is this? The gay test?
Where?
It's like if you keep scrolling down, it just says the gay test. That just like
Let's see.
determine how gay you are. What does that even mean?
Oh, yeah.
What?
No, for users under 18, the results of this evaluation might not be relevant. What do you mean? Why are you taking
What?
this quiz?
What?
Just for fun. Have you ever
Gay
looked at a
test?
person of your same gender? Okay. Yeah,
What the fuck is this?
yeah, well, no, I'm not gonna. I
What?
don't think it's worth my
Maybe
time.
it's maybe Will Whitfoot. Maybe he would want to take
Yeah.
before Gandalf's homophobic. That's why he killed him.
Wait, have you taken the Harry Potter, like the official Harry Potter one?
I think so. There's not even
Like house or whatever test?
Where's that one? Have you done that one?
Well, there's like an official one. I think it's like, wait, let's see.
Let's see if I can find that.
I think I got Gryffindor. Not sure. House? Is it called a house test? House quiz, yeah. Wow, but there's an official one. Pottermore, yeah. You go to Pottermore and you get sorted now.
Okay, wait.
Let's see, get sorted now. Start sort ceremony, yeah. You do that. I guess just copy.
Wait, so is it under quizzes and puzzles or what is it under?
Wait, let's see. I'll just send you the link.
Yeah, I might have the wrong link. Oh wait, no, I found it.
You found it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, why does it think I'm in Britain? Wait, what are these like? It has a bunch of flags, and it only lets me choose like one of the 5.
Oh. I don't know.
It's like Brazil and then Britain.
I only have Britain, Japan, Spain. I think
Yeah.
that's language. That's language. That's language.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm Britain then.
You're Britain.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. It's like, yeah, I think you gotta sign up and stuff. I don't know.
I wonder what house Will Whitfoot would be in.
Oh yeah. You would probably let's think about this. I mean, he got killed by Gandalf. Gandalf's probably a Gryffindor, not or a Ravenclaw. So that means he must be either Slytherin or Hufflepuff. No, Hufflepuff. No, he's got to be Slytherin.
Yeah.